Dear boomers, somebody recently asked on my channel what was the difference between scams and phishing. So there are a number of scams that are in one category, and phishing is a scam, but it has a different way of approaching the persons that they are targeting. The different type, the different types of oh my gosh, the different types of scams are the grandparent scam. Then there's the tech support scam, the IRS impersonation scam, and then there are different ways that these things present themselves. The grandparent scam is uses AI to somehow get what the caller ID to come up as a recognizable number, maybe their grandchild. Somehow AI mimics the voice of the child, and the kid is saying that something has happened. They're at the police station and they need a certain amount of money to get out. And all of this is done with AI. In fact, I had seen there was a radio program that was talking about this the other day, and the gentleman who had been called about his grandson was a former police officer. So he immediately recognized that this was not on the up and up. He called the police, and I think they were able to capture the scammer, but it seems unlikely because all of this is done through AI, through electronic pretending, as it were. And so that is too weird for me. The reported losses of this sort of scam, all these scams, according to the FBI's Internet Crime Complaints Center, and it's a 2022 report, that more than 32,000 people fell victim to tech support scams, and they reported the loss of over $806 million. This is a 136% increase from the year before. The grandparent scam is a something that must be on the rise because it wouldn't have been on the radio. And the grandchild says that they are or son says they are in an accident, or that they have been arrested, and then the scammer asks the grandparents, don't let mom and dad know, and may hand the phone over to someone posing as a lawyer seeking immediate payment. So the Federal Trade Commission has a lot of reports on these situations as well. They will the IRS impersonation scheme, that's pretty weird. They ask for the taxpayer's personal information, including address and social security number, or individual taxpayer information, identification number, and photo identification. And then they can sell this information. They can steal your identity, and they can use this information to file fraudulent tax returns, obtain loans, and open credit accounts. Now, phishing is a little bit different in that they call it a form of social engineering, and it's also a scam, where the attackers deceive the people into revealing sensitive information. They might get you to open up your computer screen, and then they install malware into the computer, and it's also called ransomware. Phishing attacks have become increasingly sophisticated and often transparently mirror the site being targeted, as somehow they have that kind of sophistication, and they allow the attacker to observe everything on the computer while the victim is investigating the site, and they are just take all their personal information. And that's how identity theft is done. This is how it's done. Um, 2020 is the most common form of cybercrime is phishing as of 2020, with the FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center reporting more incidents of phishing than any other type of computer crime. That happened to me one time. Oh, another red flag is people asking you to go get gift cards. And I had thought maybe that had gone out because it was being done so routinely, but people are still trying to get money from the victim by having them go out and buy gift cards. And somehow it doesn't make any sense, but they think that the victim thinks that the gift cards is going to pay the scammer. And I don't see it, doesn't make any sense, but they're targeting very innocent elderly people, people who are vulnerable to all kinds of different scams. People are becoming more rude, they're becoming more disrespectful, they're becoming certainly less respectful of older people. And then, as somebody also mentioned on the YouTube channel, it has become rampant. Back in my day, the teachers were saying that people and as students would be disrespectful, and then as time has gone on, they carry guns into the classroom, and there's fights and there's vulgar language, and this is the kind of thing that is on the rise with young people and old people. Older people are probably thinking that the world is going crazy. But as Joe Dispenza says, my favorite teacher of all time, that the outside world is increasingly falling apart. Politics, journalism, medicine, everything is becoming, all the reins are being tightened around people's necks in our society. Everything but on the other hand, there's a lot of, what happens is that people understand that they have control over their lives. They can meditate. They can call forth the inner guidance system. And these sorts of things are more and more prevalent as well. We can't allow the outside world to be our teacher. We are our own teacher. And of course, we can garner teachers that we love and learn from them and use them as models for living in our own lives. So as soon as anything happens, if you answer the phone or if you hear somebody wanting your personal information of any kind, or if somebody is actually mimicking a relative of yours with their voice, I don't know how this is all going on, but AI has a dark side and a light side. And that's really, we want to use AI in a responsible way, and the only way to do it is to do it responsibly. That is the only way to do anything. So as we grow as human beings, we see these things, we are very sad about them, and we hope to become models for our children and for our grandchildren in the years to come by being kind. Kindness is a good way to live. You don't have to be religious to be kind, but the Dalai Lama says that is his religion, is kindness. So as I wanted to make that distinction between scamming and phishing, and phishing is ransomware degradation, really, and scamming is just scamming. I mean, you can see scamming all over the place. I probably should change my password on Gmail because I still get some really weird scams from Best Buy saying that they just charged my card $700, and if I would like to dispute this charge, to give them a call. That is a scam. And then I just got a PayPal scam, saying that something I was paying for had been, the payments were going to be discontinued, and were actually discontinued by the person I was paying the money to. So I got in touch with these people immediately, and they discounted the fact that they had done that. That is a scam. I get PayPal scams all the time. I am not happy about that. But I guess they are so far out there with their with what they offer, and I guess they're a target that is easy for these scammers to use. Please subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, let me know. I do answer comments unless they are so far out of realm of just being cruel. I do not answer those, but I want that people to be able to feel free to comment and subscribe to the channel, because then I can continue doing what I'm doing, which I love to do. I love you all. Peace on earth. Bye-bye.